Muy buenos a todos, aquí String comentando. ¿Quieres una metralleta? Una escopetilla.
Estamos en The Cat Lady. Más perdidos con el juego del día del padre.
¿Qué tal?
Tengo la esta
Tengo
rara.
que todo. Anda.
Y eso no lo hemos visto antes. Mira bien por el jodido baño que tiene que haber algo más. A ver.
¿Abrir cuál?
Primero la agua fría. Yo no sé para qué coño sirve esto de abrir los putos grifos. Mira en el retrete, en el retrete, en el retrete. Jálate.
¿Qué hago con él?
Yo qué sé, mira adentro. A lo mejor ahí... Úsale. Le vas a llenar de agua del retrete.
Y se lo voy a dar. Toma, con extra de asco de pulsero, toma.
¿Cómo puedes decidir no escapar de este horrible lugar? Anda, mira a ver si puedes usar o meterte dentro.
Oh.
LOL.
Ay. ¡Qué bochina!
No es leoparda. Llama a la enfermera.
Vale, ya.
Someone is coming.
Yo llamaría, me iría a mi cuarto, me escondería y cogía los
Is
papeles.
there
Hay
an
una
emergency?
emergencia.
The toilet's
El
blocked.
retrete está tapado.
What? Well, that's hardly an emergency.
It is when you need to use it urgently, like I do.
I see. Fine, I'll sort it out. Just give me a minute.
Hostia, ahora hay que aprovechar para
The gloves again.
jeringárselas.
Dirty since the cleaners called in sick.
Corre, tira. Vamos a pillar los papeluchos.
Pero mujer, corre un poquito más.
Toma.
Y si nos metemos debajo de la almohada, por si acaso nos pillan con ello.
Coño, es verdad. Entra. Más que nada que necesitamos también la jodida pulsera de la otra loca.
Ay.
Hola, hostia, que no se puede saludar. ¿Y cómo le sonsacamos la pulsera a esta?
Bueno, sí.
Vuelve a entrar al baño a ver si te da toda la droga. Como dije en el anterior capítulo, algo hicimos mal.
It wasn't you who did it, was it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone just stuck a bunch of...
Alguien metió un montón de...
Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's sorted now. I just hope it's the last time I've put my hands in that stinking toilet.
Yo creo que necesitamos que nos droguen otra vez.
Y rajar el corazón con el cristal. ¿Qué te parece? ¿Por qué?
¿Cuántos? Llama.
Someone is coming.
Viene alguien.
Yo. Una garrota.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an
Pues si hay una
emergency?
emergencia. que me quiero drogar. Tengo ganas de droga.
I'm
De droga.
feeling a bit woozy.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really not feeling well.
Fine.
Me echaron
I'll call the
droga
doctor for
en
you.
En
el
el colacao.
Can't help it if he's busy and can't get here straight away. In the meantime, I know how to make you feel better. I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Dile la primera. No quiero decirlo.
Are you kidding me? I'm not taking any medication. I'm not ill.
Oh, you should know we are only following the doctor's orders here. You do want to get better, don't you? Now, let me have a quick look at your name band. Miss Ashworth, I strongly suggest you take this, alright?
Sí, no sé que me registren. Yo encuentro un cristal. O... Oye, por cierto, esos son batas de médico, no lleva bolsillo, ¿dónde se lo mete? Dios. ¿Dónde se mete el cristal en los papeles?
Se le raja el culo. ¿Qué pasa? SH. No sé qué coño significarán esas. SH. Falta algo entre medios. No, creo que son muy pocos.
Hombre, algo será, digo yo, vamos. Todo lo que hay en los escenarios son para algo.
Corazón narcótico. ¿Eso mete un puto corazón?
Trozo de vidrio.
Parece.
Pues vamos a ver los papeles.
Este es mi vidrio. Hace una araña.
Y se clac, 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 clac,
Me
clac.
vas a manchar. ¿Qué es droga?
¿Cómo se llama? ¿Corazón?
Narcótico. Madre del amor hermoso. O sea que se lo vamos a dar a la otra y se va a meter un chute. Ah, placa. Acostar. Yo creo que hay que chutarla y quitarle su pulserita.
The drugs have worn
No,
off.
podemos pedir eso a
I feel
cambio
better
de...
now, but I can't let them do that to me again. I need to get out of here.
Tira.
Droga.
Dale tú la droga.
Perdón. Ay.
Go away. Please, just leave me alone. Mother's always told me not to accept any gifts from strangers.
Espérate, háblala. El nombre de la madre SH y terminaba una O. Mira a ver si hay algún nombre que se parece.
A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just think for a second.
Ese.
A ver, no hay más.
Sara.
Sarah.
No.
No, joder. No quiere tomar la joya de droga.
Go away. Please, just leave me alone. Mother's always told me not to accept any gifts from strangers.
Vamos al baño. Que como,
A miar.
que como dije, algo había entre medias. Algo hay que hacer en el puto baño este porque no se ve la joya letra.
Qué silencio. Aquí no se oye nada. ¡Oh!
Pero no sé, es ese... A lo mejor nos tenemos que otra vez que drogar. Me cago en la puta hostia de los cojones. Y yo no me río. Mira, me has presionado.
Sí.
Someone is coming.
Esto lo aceleraré porque si no... Se van a cagar en estos muertos.
Have you rang the bell? Is there an emergency?
I'm feeling a bit woozy.
Are you really? You look fine to me.
No, I'm really not feeling well.
Fine, I'll call the doctor for you. But I
Lo que yo me
can't help
pregunto
it if
es de
he's
dónde
busy
salen los
and
otros
can't
dos
get straight
espejos.
away. In the meantime, I know how to make you feel better. I think it's time we give you some medication. Can you please tell me your name and your date of birth?
Are you kidding me? I'm not taking any medication. I'm not ill.
Oh, you should know we are only following the doctor's orders here. You do want to get better, don't you? Now, let me have a quick look at your name band. Miss Ashworth, I strongly suggest you take this, all right? That's a good girl. Now, drink it down. You'll feel much better.
Le da la ubicación en su cuarto.
Sí. Ya sabemos el jodido nombre. Haber puesto un puto ahorcado o algo. Joder. Hay que descubrir la mierda esta.
Lo que no sé si se mira en la puerta, ¿ves?
La habitación no. No sé yo si esta mujer se va a conseguir escapar.
The drugs have worn off and I feel better now. But I
Que
can't
sí,
let them do
mujer,
that to me again.
siéntete mejor.
I need to get out of here.
Ahora sí, droga.
No, ahora que hablar con
Sí,
ella.
verdad, tenía que hablar con la
If you
gente.
really are a friend, you will know my mother's name. The name that haunts me. A beautiful name.
But I know it. Let me just
Como
think for a
hemos-
second.
La Sheila. Qué
Sheila.
difícil, soy una fiel.
Yes. It was my mother who sent you after all. I'm
Joder,
sorry
no se
I
acuerda de
didn't
nada,
believe you. But my head's all messed up.
So, let's have a little chat, sweetheart. Something's wrong with this place.
I think it's really nice here. We must stay here. Do what they say. Take pills they give us. Sometimes, if I behave, they give me the red stuff. I wait for
líquido
it.
rojo.
I'm being good.
What is
Vale,
this
ya sabes.
red stuff?
It's a drug. My favourite one. Red stuff takes the pain away. I must stay here. Good nurses have been most kind. They always remember. They know I'm suffering. But it is not the same as the drugs I see in my
Tío,
dreams.
está súper
On the other side of the mirror,
drogano o algo así.
there's a spider's heart full of drugs.
Corazón de
I just can't seem to find it anymore.
I
¿Ves
see.
cómo era una puta araña? ¿Qué tal si intercambiamos pulsas de vida?
Vamos a preguntarle un poquito, ¿no?
Sí.
What exactly is this little treat you mentioned?
It's the red teardrop of pure happiness. They bring it. I drink it down. And my pain goes away. Without it, I just feel so angry. It's like I'm going crazy. It's funny, but I just get so fucking angry sometimes. I'm
Está un poco
dying.
pirano.
I think. We're all dying, I heard. She said I'd go to hell for it, but I didn't do anything. I didn't know. Does he know?
Who?
Him!
Right. Okay. No.
Está más hinchuta la pobre.
I need the red medicine. I need it now. I must be a good girl. I must be a nice girl.
Maybe I could get you some of that stuff. Do you know where they keep it?
Oh, they have it hidden well. You can't get there. Or maybe you can. I see it in my dreams sometimes. It's where the nurses are. But in my dream, there are no nurses there. I see it, but I can't get it. It's so near, and yet so
Yo me
far.
la imagino, está
I can
soñando
still
y
hear the
lamiendo el
broken
corazón.
heartbeat of the spider's heart.
Hablamos luego, sí. Dará todo el chute porque esta mujer
I'll
está
talk to you later.
chochar.
Yeah?
Yes, go. Be careful. They're watching us. And remember, we must be nice to earn the red stuff. Always be nice.
Poor woman.
¿Dónde va? Ah, buena mujer. Ah, la pobrecita.
I've found this red stuff you were talking about, but are you absolutely certain it won't harm you?
Don't be silly. Of course it won't.
Fine. I hope you know what you're doing. How about you give me your name band in return? Is that okay?
Oh, yeah. I don't mind. Take it.
Thank you for your help.
¡Hala! ¿Dónde va? ¿Dónde va, Doc?
Sorry, Mom, can't let you through. We'll need to see a discharge letter from your doctor first.
Here. Are you happy now?
Yes, that seems fine. Can I just check your name band to confirm that you are indeed Anne Burton?
Oh, all right. I didn't realize you knew how to read. There you go. Can I
Es
go
el
now?
calvo de Don
Of
Limpio.
course. Thank you, Mom.
Y su hermano también.
We'll see you soon.
No, you won't. Now get out of my way.
No sé si no, entra a ver si puede. Empleados on. Entonces,
Oh, fíjate, lo único claro.
And you must be Susan Ashworth.
Well, perhaps I am.
Do you mind if I ask you where you're heading to?
I was just going for a little walk, stretch my legs, get some fresh air.
a ver si cuela. Va a ser que no.
Give it a rest. I'm not going anywhere.
Miss Ashworth, please
Pero
relax.
corre.
There's been a
Métenos este
mistake.
viejo.
You have been prescribed wrong medication. I apologize sincerely on behalf of my team and the hospital, but luckily we managed to spot it on time.
On time. You have no idea what I've been through.
Once again, I'm truly sorry. I promise no more drugs will be given to you. I personally guarantee you will have a good, peaceful sleep tonight, and you can be discharged in the morning.
Why can't I go tonight? I want to go now.
I'm really sorry, but we can't legally discharge suicidal patients without a full psychiatric assessment. It's too late for it now, but I promise we'll have a chat in my office first thing in the morning, okay? And then you can go home. Is that all right?
I haven't really got much choice, have I?
Now I'd like to ask you some questions about your life, Susan. You might find them very personal, but it's important that you answer me as
Ahora que le voy a
honestly
preguntar al
as
guardia ese.
possible.
Fine. Let's get it over with then, shall we? I'd like to go home at last.
Of course, I understand. So, Susan, let's see. Are you living alone at the moment?
No, vivo con 500 gatos.
I
Así
live
es.
on my own, and it suits me just fine. I don't need anyone. People mostly bore me. Sometimes they annoy me or upset me. I'm happy
que
with
la
how
hacen
things are at the
enojar.
moment. I have my little bit of space, and it's my own. It's private. I'd like to keep it that way.
What do you do for a living?
Soy mesera.
Le doy ahí.
Venga.
I'm a waitress. I work in a cafe.
You do? Do you like it?
It's okay. I don't mind it. It's just a job.
It's important to keep busy. I'd advise you get back to work as soon as next week.
I will.
Describe to me what your mornings look like.
Son tus-
What is the first thing you do each day?
Mea. No es lo que dentro.
Para el programa de viejos. Este es uno
I'll have a
más.
cup of tea and read a newspaper.
El libro de
Perhaps
Patricia.
having some breakfast first would improve how you feel through the day. Just something to think about.
Sure, I can try that.
Would you say that you feel safer at home than outside?
Sí. Dice que sí, que este no vuelve a meter ahí con toda la
I
control.
suppose. It's not really about safety. I've just felt sad for a long time now. Really
No
sad.
me digas
you know?
eso. Te va a encerrar
Somehow
peor.
it brings me down even more when I go out and see all those happy, successful people. It makes me feel more like a failure. If I don't see it, it doesn't hurt that much.
What do you think is missing in your life? Or rather,
Más
what is one thing that you think would make your life better?
Gato. A ver, ¿qué más hacer ahí?
Sí, sé que es tonto, pero esa idea es más bonita.
Ahí más para abajo. Dile lo que tú quieras.
A
Es
good
mejor esto.
friend. Someone I could finally trust. But I can't see anyone will turn up anytime soon. I've become a social hermit. People avoid me.
You'll have to try to open up a bit. Hopefully the suicide watch worker will work with you on that.
Don't think it'll help much. I heard they're not very good.
Really? Sorry to hear that. Have you ever attended group therapy for depression or some other form of counseling?
¿Qué hago aquí?
Como tú quieras.
No, I'm not sure it's a good idea. Especially the group therapy thing. I'd hate it.
You should at least give it a go first, and then decide. If you don't like it, we can think of something else, yeah?
If you insist. But I doubt it'll help.
Do you have problems sleeping?
Rarely. I sleep well most
Me
nights.
meto un chute y a tomar
If
por
anything, I probably sleep too much.
Would you describe for me how you feel at the moment?
Mejor aquí, más
Definitely
real.
better than before the accident.
Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here. With a bit of luck you will enjoy life again. Suicide attempts often have that effect on people. Same as near-death experience. It makes you realize that you're not ready to die yet.
Encontrarte con la
Do you
propia
find
muerte.
it hard to concentrate?
No, not really.
Do you drink alcohol, Susan?
No,
That's good. Alcohol is a powerful depressant.
I never really liked drinking.
Excellent. Sometimes when life gets too much and people feel sad or upset, they think about suicide. Good. Hopefully you can now move on from here.
¿Qué hago?
La segunda.
Well,
Es más realista si
I
se
used to think about it
intenta
sometimes.
suicidarla.
Don't you think about it when you're really down?
Susan, I'm a psychiatrist. My job is to talk people out of it. Would you ask a fireman if he ever thinks about setting fire to his house?
Yo qué sé, si quiere montar una fiesta con todos sus
But I'm
amigos.
sure lots of
¿Y si que hace
people
una
have
barbacoa?
times when they do think about it.
I couldn't say, Susan. The statistics show that men are 3 times more likely than women to commit suicide. That puts you in the minority. But of course, that's missing the point. Suicide is never the solution. There's always a way of solving whatever problem you might have.
I realize that now.
Please, in your own words, try to explain to me, why did you really try to take your own life, Susan?
was just a
Es que ahora me da vergüenza, o sea.
I'm ashamed of it now.
Qué tonto es.
I had a really rotten day, you know? I felt like I was suffocating between the four walls of my bedroom. It just would get worse and worse. By the afternoon, I realized I cried for the past 3 hours. I didn't even know I'd been crying until I went to the bathroom and saw my face in the mirror. I looked like a ghost. I looked like I was dead already, you know? And then I saw the sleeping pills. I thought, why not? And I did it.
Do you feel as if you're a burden, or that life isn't worth living?
Not anymore. It's strange. But I feel lighter. I feel stronger. Besides, I live alone. Who could I be a burden to?
What makes you feel better?
Gatitos.
Mi gato. Los gatos.
My cats. I always put out a bowl of food for the stray cats. They're ever so grateful. I like their company.
What makes you feel worse?
People. They've let me down too many times. I don't know who to trust anymore. I only trust my cats these days.
So you say in the suicide note.
Because that's true. I've been stabbed in the back more times than I can count.
Have you imagined your funeral and how people will react to your death?
Un segundo.
Probably nobody would come anyway. Can you imagine it? Now that's a sad picture. Loved by no one. Missed only by some cats. No tears shed for me. No flowers on my grave. But that's okay. I never liked flowers. I wouldn't miss that.
Finally, I'd like you to tell me about Eric.
Eric?
¿Quién coño
Yes,
es Eric?
your husband. I believe this
Ya
might be
está casado.
important. What can you tell me about your relationship? What had
Ni
happened
idea.
between you two?
Me da a mí que no lo vais a hablar. No lo que quieras, sí. Es todo lo mismo.
There's nothing to talk about.
Fine. I suppose you've opened enough for one day. Okay, one more question. This is just a formality, but I have to ask, are you going to do it again?
That's a hard one. I don't know. But hey, I've got it. The answer is no, I'm not. Thank you very much.
Excellent. We're nearly done here. There's just one more thing I must clear with you. What exactly happened last
Era un
night?
poco petardo, ¿no?
Well, after I'd met you outside the ward yesterday, I went back to my room and fell asleep. I slept really well, considering what happened earlier. But then someone woke me up. It was the same nurse who was so friendly with me the first night. She said we needed to talk.
We must go, Susan. You are not safe here.
But
Please, you must follow me. Quickly.
¿Qué coño?
I went after her. The ward seemed very quiet. It must have been late at night.
Hurry!
Wait for me. Tell me what's going on here. The security guys were gone. She pointed at the corridor and said,
You go first. I'll explain everything in a minute.
Mal rollito.
Susan, if we don't escape now, they're going to hurt you. Please trust me. I know a way out of here. I'll help you escape. Let's go down this corridor. I'll be right behind you.
think I can hear someone coming.
Damn it! We can't go through there. Let's turn back, Susan. I know another way. Turn left here. We can use the maintenance lift to get us out of this place.
Hostias, te voy a meter por una zona oscura. Qué mal rollo.
Ascensor.
¿A dónde nos lleva la perturbada esta?
A la azotea.
¿A que se va a tirar?
What are we doing on the roof? Liz. What the hell are you doing? And why is there blood on your clothes? Liz.
It's quicker than the stairs. And besides, all the doors are locked anyway. This is the only way out of here. The only escape. Let's both jump. It won't hurt, you'll see.
Dios mío.
This is a bad idea. Come down and we'll talk.
I've made up my mind. I need to end this suffering now. Besides, I have no one to live for anyway. No one ever listened to me. No one ever cared.
I listened. You're a nice girl. You have your whole life ahead of you.
You listened. Did you really?
Of course I did. You talk a lot, but I've always been a good listener. I liked talking to you.
Tiene
So do you
todo
remember that
hecho.
story then? The one I told you the other night? The one about the woman in A&E?
Hostias. ¿Cuál fue? No creo que me hayas contado esa historia. Ah, no, pero no nos contó nada.
Actually, I don't think you told me that story.
Maybe I didn't. Or maybe you just didn't pay attention like everyone else.
But, okay, I can prove to you that I listened. Just don't jump, please.
You can prove it? Fine.
Ah,
I'll give you a second chance. Did I tell you about my flatmate? Did I tell you what one of them does for a living? If you really
Tampoco.
listened, you will remember this one.
es mesera, es una stripper. Es azafata. O stripper. Es más lógico.
She's a stripper.
Yes. Or at least that's what I think she is. You've listened. I just wish other people did.
I'm sure they do. It can't be that bad.
What do you know? Why do you care anyway?
I don't want you to make the same mistake I did.
I thought you of all people knew how it feels. When you're trapped, and you can't trust anyone.
Look, I'm sure there must be someone who cares about you.
My colleagues don't care, my family don't care, even my fucking boyfriend never cared. He said he needed to go find himself. Did I tell you when he broke up with me?
En tu cumpleaños.
Se olvidaría.
Do you really think so? You're a liar. You never listened to a single word I said.
Hostias.
But it's okay. It doesn't really matter anymore. You didn't
Se va a
cause me
tirar.
this pain, this suffering. I have to do this to be free again. Jump with me, Susan. Do it while you still can.
No!
Tomar por culo. A tomar por culo. Oh yeah.
Se ha tirado.
After that, I went back. I tried telling people about Liz, but they all thought I was crazy again and didn't believe me.
And And you are absolutely sure you saw Liz jump off this building?
You know, it doesn't matter. I just want to finish this and get some fresh air.
Susan, I know Liz well. She wouldn't do something like that. As a matter of fact, I saw her this morning. She's fine. I'd like you to come with me and see her. Say hi. Make